Hey, what's going on, everyone? Figured I'd do a little voiceover on this video. It's my first time deadlifting in roughly 4 months, and I figured I'd give you guys some insight as to what I've been doing to fix my back. I was diagnosed with bulging discs, so I figured I'd let you know what I've been doing so that I can get back to lifting. First things first, I am not a doctor, and you should always seek doctor's advice first. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Secondly, I've been doing this all without any physical therapy, massage therapy, or other bullshit. It's all just been me. So the first thing I would say is to rest, and this is probably the hardest part. Like I said, this is my first time deadlifting in almost 4 months. I was doing plenty of other things that caused me no pain, no discomfort, but you need to take the initial time off to let the body start the healing process. If you don't let this begin, nothing's going to get better. You'll keep hurting yourself and you'll just keep making it worse. Step 2. Now this is going back to what I said about doing other exercises, things like that, is find what you can do without any pain. Anything that causes pain, discomfort, or in my case, even if it made me think about it, I would avoid it. The point here is to work around the injury depending on how severe it is. Obviously, if it's to the point where you can't get out of bed, you can't really work around it, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Don't say, okay, well, normally I deadlift conventional, so I'll just do sumo. I mean, in some cases that might work, but if it's just a little bit less pain, it's still pain. You want to let that initial inflammation die down, let the body start healing itself. Third thing I did, find out what makes you feel better and do it often. So for me, after hours, days of researching, trying different things, I started finding out different things that would make my back feel better. Like stretching my hip flexors was a huge thing for me. I do it basically every day now, sometimes multiple times a day. Rolling my psoas, releasing my psoas, glutes, piriformis. I'm not saying these are things that will cure everybody's disc injuries. I'm just saying these are things that made me feel noticeably better, and I would say to stay on top of that and do it more than not. The fourth thing is to take your time. It's not a race. Take the time to let it heal and not get injured any worse. You could end up hurting yourself even more, and it could become a permanent thing. For me, it was 4 months. It seemed like the longest 4 months in the world, but I'm so happy I waited. I remember after the initial injury, I tried to deadlift and my back locked up, and I had to have my brother drive me home from the gym, and I ended up just laying on the floor for probably about half an hour, not being able to move, just, you know, wondering why in God's name this happened to me. But besides that, guys, that's really all I have to say. Again, when dealing with a serious injury, it's not something to play around with. It's not, you know, some inflammation in your elbow, something that you can work around. There are things you can work around, there are things you shouldn't even try to work around. So, out of all those steps, number 1 is probably the most important. Rest. Give your body the time it needs to heal. Find things you can do. Don't try and do the things you know you can't. And just give it time. Okay? I'm a competitive lifter. I want to do nothing else but compete and do the next meet. But I can't do that if I have permanently hurt myself. So hopefully this has offered you guys some insight into what I do and can help you with any of your issues, back problems. Let me know if this helped you out, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I say every day she be giving it up. Shake that ass. Come on, girl, shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me.